So, I want to take you guys back in time to the last episode and pick up where we left off, but there's a problem. Because some of you actually got to see the last episode, and some of you did not because YouTube blocked the episode and took it off the air. Now, I was very surprised and very disappointed when that happened because I went in and researched why YouTube blocked the video and took it down, and they basically said it was due to child safety concerns. And I was like, I don't think Richie was hardly even in that video, so how could that be? But then I went back and referenced the section of video that they claimed the problem was at, and there was no Richie. In fact, it was this scene right here, and there was nobody in that scene except our crew and Madalena. So I wrote YouTube back and I said, I don't know what child safety issues you're talking about. There's only two people in that frame, and it's a 30-year-old woman and a 40-year-old woman, and both of them are just doing tasks that we do normally every day on the boat after sailing, which is close the mainsail. So how they regarded that as a dangerous activity for a child to be doing, I have no idea. But regardless, they did investigate and they did retract the block of the video, but 2 days later, which of course, as you guys know, on a brand new video, that's basically killed the video. Because most of you that went to see the video came up against a screen that said, video removed from YouTube. And that was unfortunate because for me it was a video about building something I've been looking forward to building and sharing with you guys for a long time. And I completed in that video and completed the first test. So those of you that have seen the video obviously will remember all that, but those of you that haven't, I'm going to play just the last couple of scenes from that video, and if you want to go back and see the rest of the video, by all means we certainly hope that you will, because it may help us get the rating for the video back up again. I'll put a link in the text description below to the previous video, so any of you that want to go back and see it can. But for all intents and purposes here, I'm just going to replay the last couple of scenes from that video, and then we're going to go on to meeting our new crew who is arriving for the next part of our travels towards Colombia. So thanks as well for watching, guys. You know how much we appreciate it, and we hope you enjoy the video.
Hey boy, every time you look at me, you see my knees go weak, trying to keep it together.
Hey girl, I never ever thought we'd be, I never ever thought I'd see. Then I saw your smile. Oh, we can go across the oceans and see the world tonight. Oh, say hello to the mountains and watch the new sunrise. But no matter what the country, the city, the street, by land or by sea, together forever is my favorite place to be.
And this is my new solar sunshade I've been working on the last few days. Finally all put together and just up for its first test. See, we got the solar panels wired up and run down there into the cockpit. And this one, we've got some sunshades on the side also. So some screening. And that serves a couple purposes. Keep the sun out when it's at low elevation like now. And also to stop the whole thing from rising so that it can't flip in the wind. If the wind gets a hold of it, it just stays right there. So that works perfect. And everything tied down to the rails, as you can see. Then we go around the front and up top, and you can see there's the 4 solar panels right there. And those are the brand new Bouge RV SIGS panels, thin film flexible. So we got 4 of them on there, all hooked up in series parallel for a total of 800 watts. So today's the first test and the sun is just coming up. As you can see, there's not really much sun on them yet, but they're still right now putting out about 50 watts, so not bad. And you can see the wire just running right down here, across deck, and around here into this coil, and straight into our Bouge RV Fort 1500. And it is exactly 8 o'clock, and you can see it is 197 watts, almost 200 watts, and that's 8 o'clock in the morning. That's impressive.
Non como. Lo siento. Non comimos,
Mm?
no, mucho colesterol. Gracias, pero, gracias. I visto
Grande.
crabs, big crabs. Yeah, big crabs. They need to be careful. Bite you. Gracias.
Okay, so is that our next guy coming over there?
Yeah, it's possible.
Or is that a grocery boat?
No, it's not a grocery boat. I don't know. Seems like a tourist boat. And I think it was looking inside.
Oh, we'll see if they come this way next.
You can see.
Yeah, you look like you're riding Daddy's bike. He's sitting on Daddy's bike while it's all folded up. But you going for a ride? No? Just helping Mommy clean? That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a big steering wheel for a bike, huh? You might go to the beach. La playa. Uh-oh. Oh, I think our new crew's arriving.
Yeah. I look
Looks like they're coming for us.
Yeah. And
Who's coming, Richie? Who's coming? Who's that, Richie? Who's that? You see the guy? Yeah, that's Luca. Here comes Luca. Bienvenido, Luca. Oh, next taxi boat coming. Ahoy! Who do we have arriving? Nick and
Mario.
Marius. Nice to meet you.
That's mine.
Bienvenido. Welcome aboard. Bienvenido. How you doing? Very good. And you? How was your travels?
Pretty easy. Not too bad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. It only took like 5 hours or so.
Uh-huh. Through the jungle.
So
Welcome
quite,
aboard.
Quite relaxing, seeing all the beautiful islands.
All the tiny ones. Now, these are big ones.
Okay, so we are at day one of our next adventure, which is the first day of heading south from Nargana. So we've got all of our new crew on board. So there's 5 of us total, as you've already seen. And we've got everything already prepped. The engine's warming up. We've already got the mainsail up. I put a first reef in the mainsail because we have a lot of wind today. We got 20 knots, so we don't need a full sail. Hello, everyone. We have a full house. And we got Lucas bringing up a bucket of water for rinsing the deck after the chain comes up. And Madalena bringing up the snubber. Yeah, of course with strong winds comes tension on the anchor. So we got to bring it up a little bit with the engine so that Maddie can get the snubber in without putting too much load on our new winch. And that will help unload it for her. You can see we got propulsion in the back. Wait for Maddie's signals. More forward. Okay, engine forward. Is that coming? Okay, good. Anchor's on deck. Okay, we're underway. Starting on our next adventure, we're just going to leave Nargana and go up around between some of the reefs and then head our way down towards Snug Harbor. So we're out on our first cruise of the journey south. We just left Nargana, which is the tourist area behind us now, and heading into the southeastern islands of the Sandblast, which are largely unpopulated. So lots of new things to discover along the way. Got our new crew on board, everybody's settled in and happy. And just making a nice sail. We got a double reef in the main, or sorry, a single reef in the main and a double reef in the chip. And we're still doing 6.5, 7 knots, sometimes 7.5. Excellent wind, excellent weather, nice waves, it's a nice sail. So a good start to the journey. How is it, Luca? Hey, Mommy. Nice sail.
Yes. Nice sail. Hopefully go up the sun.
Almost sleeping. And our new crew, Marius and Nick. How's it going with you guys?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Enjoy the sail?
Really happy to be out on the water.
Yeah, it's a perfect day.
What better place can you be right now?
Nice place, for sure. Excellent day. And off we go. We're headed to Snug Harbor. It's about 20 miles. So we got a nice day of sailing, about 4 or 5 hours or less. We have a new island. We've never been.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Captain.
I see a big mess going on in the galley.
We try to understand what we have, what we need to cook in first. And but we have some. No. It's horrible. It's all too clean.
That's a big, deep fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, some cucumbers, some green stuff here.
And Captain needs the drainage also.
Green fridge. Icebox pump. Fridge draining.
3 zucchini. Now we change the bag because it's full of water.
Okay, fridge empty.
3 zucchini. We have a lot of carrots. Oh, you have these. Celery.
At
Carrots.
least we got some greens. We're all out of lettuce, though, right?
Emma.
Say, at least we have some greens, but we're all out of lettuce, right?
Yeah, we know lettuce, only 1 tomato. But we have a pepper. We have eggplant to make a parmigiana or something like this. Cucumber, we have a lot of cucumber. You give me the bag of cucumber, please. Yeah, no. 7. Cucumber. And we have, we can take outside too. Yeah. And a lot of little pepper. This we can put outside. This is the first to use this night to make the veggie.
So this week, while we've been running around and doing some sailing, I've also been doing some testing of some new gear, including our new solar blanket that I've got installed on the bow. But I've also been doing a little showdown between some of our top contenders in the small power station category. And that would be these 3 guys right here. Starting with our little EcoFlow, that's the River 2 Pro. That's about a 760 watt hour system. And we got the BLUETTI AC180. This is an 1100 watt hour system, and we got the Bouge RV, which is about a 1400 watt hour system. Now each one of these systems falls into that category. If you just want something small that you can just grab and take with you anywhere you go on the road or in your car or on your dinghy or anything like that, if you want to have some power at the beach or campground or whatever, you take one of these systems with you and they're very portable, very easy. The EcoFlow comes in around 20 pounds, but of course it's a very small capacity system and has a very small inverter. So it'll only put out 600 watts of power with the built-in inverter, and that's a bit of a limiting factor, but for little gadgets around your campsite and everything, it's perfect. If you want something that's actually going to run something heavier, like even a microwave, then you go into one of these two guys, because this one has an 1800 watt continuous output on the inverter with a surge power, I believe, in the neighborhood of 2700 watts, which is huge. Now the Bouge RV, I believe, has a 2000 watt inverter on it, so it's going to be the most powerful of all three. But of course, the more power you use, the faster you're going to deplete the battery. Makes sense, right? The only thing that all of these lack is the ability for expansion. That's the one thing that I really would like to see in some of even the smaller units, so that if you have it as a base station at your house as a backup system, you can have 1 or 2 expansion batteries plugged into it. But if you want to hit the road, just unplug the expansion batteries and take it with you. Now, the BLUETTI, they sent a cable that will allow you to attach it to one of their expansion batteries, the B230, and that's a 2 kilowatt hour battery. So that's nice, except it's not really an interface, it's more of just a charging battery. So all you can really do is recharge this by using the external battery. So in my mind, that's not an expandable system, that's just recharging it. You still have to take the battery somewhere else and recharge it. So you can't just take and plug this into the expansion battery and have it charge from solar, both of them simultaneously. It won't work. You actually have to take it and recharge it somewhere else and then plug it back in to recharge when you need the extra power. Kind of a bit of a benefit, but no, I would still like to see it interfaced as an actual expansion battery. So I think as soon as BLUETTI does that with this one, this is going to be the top contender in the entire category, because it has everything else. It's portable, it's lightweight, it has a lot of power, and of course it has app control, which is one of my favorite things, because you can monitor it from anywhere via Wi-Fi. So that's some cool features, and I think that puts this one at the top of my list even now, even without the expandability, but I have a feeling they're probably going to do something in the near future. The other thing, of course, is that these two have built-in chargers. Okay, so you only need one cable just to plug it directly into the wall and recharge. And this one will recharge at over 1000 watts, like 1200 watts. And even this little guy here will recharge at almost 800 watts. That's very fast. This is one of the limitations of the Bouge system. And I'd like to see them change this by putting these systems internally, but they still require the use of an external power charger. So this is their charging brick here, and it's a 15 amp charger at 25 volts, so you're going to get approximately 400 watts put into the system through the jack on the side. I mean, it works, and in most cases it's fine for most people, but I just prefer to see them, now that they are widely used and available, to actually use the integrated reverse current inverters that they're putting in most of these systems now. So all you have to do is plug in a cable and not carry around the extra transformer that you need to use for power charging from an AC circuit. Now, as far as solar, they'll all recharge from solar, so technically they're all solar generators as long as they're plugged into a solar panel and making electricity directly from the panel. And they will all do that. They all have pass-through as well. This one will handle up to 200 watts of solar panels. The Bouge RV is around 400 and the BLUETTI is around 500. So they're in the same range, except of course this one's going to take a lot longer to recharge with only 200 watts, whereas you could put 2 panels in series here or here and be able to run them at a higher voltage with less current and still get your rated power. Now, I have heard that Bouge RV is coming out with a new line of product, and I believe they're going to have some of these new features that I've been asking about, which of course is app control and expandability with extra batteries and the built-in chargers. So I know they've got a new one that they just released recently called the Rover 2000, and I believe it has some of these features. So I'll be looking forward to having a look at that one, because it could be a new contender in the space. Now, as far as pricing, I believe the River 2 Pro is about $600. You're looking at just under $1,000 on the AC 180, and this one's still priced around $1,400, but I think you're going to see that coming down fairly quickly because of the competition in the space. But all factors considered, I think you still find that the BLUETTI is going to be my top contender in this space, especially for portability and all the functions and features that it has, and continuous power output for its size and weight. I'm looking forward to seeing what they come out next, because I think there's going to be even better stuff coming in the very near horizon. So anyway, for now, that's my input on what's available today. And today I've got Luca helping me make my new shelf. I got all the parts for. That's going to go right here for my computer keyboard. So we just installed the new computer, as you know, but right now I have to watch sideways because I haven't installed this panel yet. So we're going to put this panel in on a couple of retractable hinges, so when I'm not using it, it'll fold down, but when I want to use it, it'll fold up, and my keyboard will sit right here with the touchpad. Be a big improvement. And today Luca is helping me get it started.
Excuse me, mister. You're not supposed to be sitting on the table. Yeah, you better get down there before you fall off, okay? No, huh?
Welcome to my life with a 2-year-old.
No, I don't feel like it. Maybe later.
So Luca just helped me build the new expansion on my nav station for my keyboard for the new computer. So this is it. We put it on some folding hinges just like the tables upstairs. So it locks into place. Fits in there perfectly. Pretty nice. And then the keyboard and the trackpad will sit right there. And that is my new workstation control with the new computer. Perfecto.